Are you sure that there is nothing we can get for you? Sir, you're in no position to be toughing this out. Yes, I understand. Will you at least take some water? In this state, it's very important that you hydrate, okay? Hmm? Oh, it's you, Senator. Let me guess. You're here to see him, correct? How's he been? He's, been uncooperative. You might have guessed that much. His wounds are rather serious, but he refuses treatment. He's at least drinking and eating now, but I'm worried that he will continue to worsen if he doesn't get treatment soon. Actually, I was going to ask you if you could see him for me, for everyone. It's because you and him, you're close, right? I assume that you'll be able to talk some sense into him or something, get him to accept treatment. Please. And there's one more thing. He's pretty hostile right now, and he may be harsh to you, but I can tell that he doesn't mean what he says. He keeps talking about wanting to die, and let me put it this way. When you found him after the battle and brought him to us, we were ready to pronounce him dead. His wounds were more than serious, they were fatal. He should not have lived, but he did. I don't know how he did it. I can only assume it was serious willpower. I think that if he wanted to die, he wouldn't be alive right now. There's something about him, some unfinished business. He wants to live, and I think it involves you. If anyone can make him feel better, it's you. Please.
What is it, Doc? I thought I said that. Oh. It's you. I told you to let me die. I knew what I was getting into when I went into that fight. I was ready to die. I was fully expecting it. I wasn't about to let anyone else die, but I myself was ready for it. I was yearning for it. I fought my hardest in that battle, and I lay there, on the ground after everything was over. I was dying. I was expecting that to be the end. Then I pass out, and the next thing I know, I wake up here. And I knew that you would pick me up and carried me here. So why? Why? Why did you bother saving me? Why did you do that after I told you to piss off, huh? Why do you deny me this? Because you care about me. Is that it? Do you really care about me? After everything I said to you? Somehow, I think I believe that. There's something else I wanted to say too. When I woke up, they asked me if I wanted to know what happened with Tyrael. Apparently, they looked at everything I had discovered. The gate, the wolves, the attack on the village. They confronted Tyrael, and he confessed. They even put him on trial. I'm quite impressed with their speed, actually, but Tyrael admitted that he was working alone. They told me that you and him had a falling out, that you saw differently on issues, and most importantly, on the project of integrating humans with elves. They knew that Tyrell was cold, conniving. They were afraid of him, that he would do something dangerous to get his way. But they knew that you were more empathetic, kind, and caring. They knew that you would never go along with whatever he thought up. And that's why the council was also keeping a close eye on Tyrell. I hear they expected him to do something drastic for a while, but if not for me, he might have gotten away with it. They also had a feeling that he acted alone. They knew that you would never go along with what he thought up. And I think I agree with them. You're not that type of elf. Did I ever tell you how I got my name? Cal. It's short for Callum, which means calamity. And I'm not that superstitious, but when I was a kid, everyone would always talk about me and would tell me that I would bring calamity. Looking back, I think they were just doing that as a joke. They were just trying to mess with me. But when I was a kid, I was taking that pretty seriously. I always thought that I was some sort of bad luck charm. When the orcs attacked my home city, I had blamed the elves for abandoning us. But I think I also blamed myself slightly. I thought I was bad luck. I thought that I played a part in the destruction of my hometown. Maybe that's why I hated the elves so much. I was looking for someone else to blame. But I got a second chance when I found that other village. And I made sure that I distanced myself from the townsfolk. I wanted them to be safe. So I just protected them from a distance. I didn't want my bad luck to rub off on them. And if I were to die somehow, I didn't want them to be sad. So that's how I lived. Distanced, isolated, doing what I can to protect them from afar. And then one day, I was out over my head. I tried to protect them from that pack of wolves by going out and hunting them, and I nearly died. And that's when you came along, and you saved me, and cared for me. Before I knew it, I was entranced, enraptured. I wanted to be around you. And that thought scared me. I had made a promise to myself that I wouldn't get close to anyone, and I kept that promise for most of my life in that village. And yet, less than a day, you made me break that promise that I kept to myself for years of my life. And I was torn. I both wanted to stay by your side and push you away at the same time. And I think I chose poorly. I tried to push you away. I wanted you to hate me to make it easier. So I said those things to you. I made it seem like you willingly went along with the plan. I didn't even give you a chance to state your side. But I think I know better. You only went along with it so that Tyrell wouldn't do something worse, something more drastic. You just did it to protect us. So I'm sorry. I was wrong. And I don't think I could be more glad that I was wrong. Please. I do want to stay by you. Really? Just like that, you're gonna forgive me. I'm not complaining. Actually, I'm really happy. I really do want to stay by your side. And that ceremony with the larynal tea, that wasn't a lie. That is something that my village does. And when I get better, I'd like to do that. For real, this time. Yes, I am saying that we should get married. And about that bonding ceremony, the one between the elf and human. Well, it's dangerous, but I think we're both strong enough to survive it. In fact, I know we can. Well, once I'm better, that is. Hey, I can't really move like this, being all bandaged up. Can you lean down here for a second? Thanks. Mm, 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 mm. What? Am I gonna get help from the doctors now? I don't think I will. What? You thought I'd really ask for their help after coming this far? Sorry, but I only want help from you now. I want you to take care of me, just like you did all that time ago when you found me on the forest floor. As I said, I want to be right by your side.